Hi warriors, welcome to your weekly practice. My name is Lauren, I'm a volunteer with Warrior Yoga Toronto, and today I'll be guiding you through a mountain meditation. So feel free to settle into a seated position. This can be either on the floor, perhaps with the support of a cushion or pillow beneath you. You can also find a seat on a chair, a bed, anywhere that you feel comfortable and supported. We'll take a few moments just to arrive in this space, settle into your posture, beginning to tune into your surroundings, and starting to really notice all the points of contact between your body and the ground beneath you. Finding stability and poise in this shape, having your upper body balanced over your hips and your shoulders and spine in a comfortable but alert position. Hands can rest in your lap or on your legs. Arms hanging by their own weight from your shoulders like heavy curtains. Stable yet relaxed. Begin to sense into your body, feeling the feet, legs, hips, lower and upper body, arms, shoulders, neck and head. And when you're ready, allowing the eyes to close down or finding a soft, dreamy gaze. Starting to bring awareness to your breath. Noticing the sensations, feeling each breath as it comes in and goes out. Letting the breath be just as it is, without changing or modifying it in any way. Allow it to flow easily and naturally with its own rhythm at its own pace. And know that you're breathing perfectly well right now. There's nothing more for you to do. Allowing the body here to be still and sitting with a sense of dignity, a sense of resolve, of being complete and whole in this very moment, with your posture reflecting this sense of wholeness. And as you sit here, letting an image form in your mind's eye of the most magnificent, beautiful mountain you know, or have seen, or can imagine. And letting it gradually come into greater focus, even if it doesn't come as a visual image, allowing the sense of this mountain and feeling its overall shape, its lofty peak high in the sky, and the large base rooted in the bedrock of the Earth's crust. Its steep or gently sloping sides, Notice how massive it is, how solid and strong and unmoving, how beautiful it is, whether from afar or up close. Perhaps your mountain has snow blanketing its top and trees reaching down to the base, or rugged granite sides. Perhaps there are streams and waterfalls cascading down the slopes. There may be just one peak or a series of peaks, or meadows and high lakes. Observing the mountain, noting its qualities, and when you feel ready, seeing if you can bring the mountain into your own body. Sitting here so that your body and the mountain in your mind's eye become one. As you sit here, you share in the massiveness and the stillness and the majesty of the mountain. You become the mountain. Grounded in this seated posture, your head becomes the lofty peak, supported by the rest of the body, affording a panoramic view. Your shoulders and arms the side of the mountain. Your hips and legs the solid base, rooted to your cushion or chair or the ground, and experiencing in your body a sense of uplift from deep within your core and spine, growing taller. With each breath, as you continue sitting, becoming a little more a breathing mountain, alive and vital, yet unwavering in your inner stillness, completely what you are, beyond words and thought, a centered, grounded, unmoving presence. As you sit here, becoming aware of the fact that as the sun travels across the sky, the light and shadows and colors are changing virtually moment by moment in the mountain stillness. And the surface teems with life and activity, rivers, melting snow, waterfalls, plants and wildlife. As the mountain sits, seeing and feeling how night follows day and day follows night, the bright warming sun followed by the cool night sky, instead of the stars, and eventually the gradual dawning of a new day. And through it all, the mountain just sits, experiencing change in each moment, constantly changing, yet always just being itself. It remains still as the seasons flow into one another and as the weather changes moment by moment, day by day, calmness abiding all change. In summer, there is no snow on the mountain, except perhaps for the very peaks. And in fall, the mountain may wear a coat of brilliant fire colors. In winter, a blanket of snow and ice. In any season, it may find itself at times enshrouded in clouds or fog, or pelted by freezing rain. People may come to see the mountain and comment on how beautiful it is, or how it's not a good day to see the mountain, that it's too cloudy or rainy, or foggy or dark. None of this matters to the mountain, which remains at all times its essential self. Clouds may come and clouds may go. Tourists may like it or not. The mountain's magnificence and beauty are not changed one bit by whether people see it or not. Seen or unseen, in sun or clouds, boiling or frigid, day or night, it just sits, being itself. At times visited by violent storms, by snow and rain and winds of unthinkable magnitude. Through it all, the mountain sits. Spring comes, trees leaf out, flowers bloom in the high meadows and slopes. Birds sing in the trees once again. Streams overflow with the waters of melting snow. And through it all, the mountain continues to sit, unmoved by the weather, by what happens on its surface, by the world of appearances, remaining its essential self through all the seasons, the changing weather, the activity ebbing and flowing on its surface. In the same way, as we sit in meditation, we can learn to experience the mountain. We can embody the same central, unwavering stillness and groundedness in the face of everything that changes in our own lives, over minutes, over hours, over years. In our lives and in our meditation practice, we experience constantly the changing nature of our mind and our body and of the outer world. We have our own periods of light and darkness, activity and inactivity, our moments of color and our moments of drabness. It's true that we experience storms of varying intensity and violence in the outer world and in our own minds and bodies, by high winds, by cold and rain. We'll endure periods of darkness and pain, as well as the moments of joy and uplift. Even our appearance changes constantly, experiencing a weather of its own. By becoming the mountain in our meditation practice, we can link with its strength and stability and adopt these qualities for our own. We can use its energies to support our energy in encountering each moment with mindfulness and equanimity and clarity. It may help us to see that our thoughts and feelings, our preoccupations, our emotional storms and crises, even the things that happen to us, are very much like the weather on the mountain. We tend to take it all personally, but its strongest characteristic is impersonal. The weather of our own lives is not to be ignored or denied. It is to be encountered, honored, felt, known for what it is, and held in awareness. And in holding it in this way, we come to know a deeper silence and stillness and wisdom. Mountains have this to teach us, and much more if we can let it all in. So if you find you resonate in some way with the strength and stability of the mountain in your sitting, it may be helpful to use it from time to time in your meditation practice or in everyday life to remind you of what it means to live mindfully with resolve and with wakefulness, and occasionally in true stillness. In the time that remains here, continuing to sustain this mountain meditation on your own, in silence, moment by moment, for as long as you like, or just for the next few minutes together. Continuing to tune in, to ground down, to find real stillness and acceptance in ourselves. If you have the time, I encourage you to continue sitting here as long as you like, feeling free to turn off my voice at any point. But if you're ready to return, gradually noticing the breath, bringing awareness back into your physical body, and eventually slowly opening the eyes, taking a moment to acknowledge the space around you, maybe giving yourself a nice stretch. And always remembering to practice gratitude, thanking yourself for making the time